Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all having a great Tuesday evening. As you can see, we are finally down to our last box of 2019 Donruss Racing. So, I don't know when the next time that I'll get some Donruss Racing blaster boxes will be, at least 2019. I think I've got a few 2018s coming and some certified coming, blaster boxes, and a few WWE Fat Packs that will be opening up. They should be here tomorrow, hopefully. If not, we'll have standby programming. But at any rate, those of you that are new to the channel, this is what we do every time. Those of you who are veterans of the channel, you already know the drill. We're going to have Joey Logano on the front of this box. Going to turn it sideways here. We're going to have all your odds for all your inserts and relics and parallels and so forth. Then all the licensing agreements between NASCAR, Panini, in this case, Team Penske. We'll call this one, of course, you learned yesterday, we're calling this Sideways Joey. Same as the front, just horizontal instead of vertical orientation. Find one autograph or memorabilia card on average per box. Plus, this has the optic red wave parallels that we've come to know and love so well out of this set. Bottom of the box with their social media information. Top of the box, not much exciting to write home about. You got your QR code and hashtag who do you collect. So we'll go ahead and tear into our final box out of, I believe we started with 8 of these, 2019 Donruss. So there is our Optic Red Wave Parallel Pack. Here's our Fat Pack that has our hit in it. We'll throw that one to the bottom. And as we do with all the videos now, for recently and moving forward, just showing the people that are new to the channel what the packs look like on the front, what they look like on the back. There you see, I'm not going to zoom in real close because those odds won't show up real well, but it's the same that is printed on the box, as well as the licensing agreement. Not really sure what this little code here is. Don't know if it's different per pack or per box, or if it's like a batch number or what have you. I've noticed it for years on many different brands of cards. Supposedly pack searchers know what the codes mean. Sometimes pack searchers look for the ripples and ridges and the crimps and the foil packs and stuff, but I don't buy into a lot of that. But we will start off with Darrell Waltrip name variation, Jaws. Of course, those of you who may not know how the Jaws nickname became of Darrell Waltrip, there's a movie that came out, I believe in 1977, Jaws. Cale Yarborough referred to him as Jaws because Darrell liked to run his mouth a lot, I guess you could say, back in the day. And 1977 was the season this took place. There's a couple on-track incidents, and a driver came up to Cale and asked Cale Yarborough why he hit him so hard, which Cale responded, "I didn't hit you, Jaws hit you." So that kind of started a 3 or 4 year feud between those two drivers. Darrell later affectionately created a term called the Cale scale, talking about the length of races and the heat and so on and so forth. So look into that. There's a series of books Greg Filden, a stock car racing author, put out called The 40 Years of Stock Car Racing, Volume 4. Go to 1977. Read all about it that year. That's a very interesting read for their feud for the 77 championship and everything there throughout. There we have Matt Tifft in a 1986 Donruss Throwback. Bobby Allison, this is when he won the Daytona 500 in 1988. Although it could be the qualifying race win as well, but definitely from 1988. Michael McDowell, driving for Front Row Motorsports, still to this day. Joey Logano, also still driving for Team Penske. Kyle Busch, happier-looking Kyle Busch in that photo. Gray border, 86 Throwback, Terry Labonte. We have Jimmy Johnson, I believe this is Classics. Yes, always get Classics and Originals confused, and there's our trusty little game piece that we couldn't do without. So now we have, in this pack, Austin Cindric in an 86 Donruss Throwback. Of course, that would be baseball, because that's, I believe that may have been the only product Donruss had back in that day. Of course, they've expanded to many other markets now in sports and so forth. David Reagan, Danica name variation, Matt DiBenedetto, who now drives for the Wood Brothers, Rusty Wallace Race Kings, Carl Edwards, Gray border Chase Elliott, and our final card is a Ryan Blaney Originals. So there's an Originals and there's a Classics. You can see they both kind of have very simple graphics on them, so easily to confuse to away, except Originals does say Originals on the front. My brain just refuses to retain that little bit of information that's really critical in identifying the cards. just upon visual inspection. So, go to pack number 3. We have Trevor Bayne, who's no longer competing. Dale Jr., name variation. Daniel Hemrick, who drives part-time in the Xfinity Series for Dale Jr. in Junior Motorsports. I believe he's running car number 8 this year. Really can't remember. Retro-rated rookie Michael Waltrip. That would be from his 1986 season. He did lose Rookie of the Year to Alan Kawicki that season. It was a very tight battle. Terry Labonte. I'm going to guess that this is from... Just trying to look at the patches. Looks like they may have blurred out the Winston patch on this one. If that's the case, this is probably from about 2002, maybe 2003. Very hard for me to tell, because it's definitely got to be a Winston Cup Series patch, because it would either be there or there. I'm guessing it was there, and they've blurred it out. 7-time NASCAR champion Richard Petty. Texas Terry name variation. Also gray border. Still looking for that Winston patch, not seeing it. Chase Elliott top tier, nice little insert there, and another expired game piece. Feel free to enter those numbers. Whether or not you win something, you know, if you do, that's awesome. Let me know what you win if you won something. Tyler Reddick, who's having a fantastic rookie season. I believe he has 1 top 5, 4 top 10s at this point, and sits 17th in points, just 12 points out of the cutoff for the playoffs, so he's got a really good shot at making the playoffs this year. Father and son name variation. Ryan Reed. Ryan currently does not have a full-time ride. Race Kings Dale Jarrett. That's a nice looking Race Kings card. Danica Patrick. I believe we've seen a name variation of her a few minutes ago. Very nice. A nice looking David Reagan optic gray border parallel. Then follow that up with a gray border parallel 86 throwback of Mark Martin. Race ticket of Contenders ticket of Kyle Busch, and another game piece. I'm going to go ahead and throw that David Reagan over there as well. 2 more packs to go, plus our Optic Red Wave Parallel pack. See Bill Elliott there. This is probably from 1984 or maybe 1985, based on just Bill's hair and those patches on his uniform. Doesn't really have a lot of patches. And I know at some point in that time, it switched from Union 76 to Unical 76. I can't tell you the exact year, but I know it was sometime during the mid to late 80s that switch happened. Dale Jarrett, 86 Donruss Throwback. This would have been 1995 that Dale was driving for Robert Yates Racing, the only season he drove the 28 car. He had 1 win at Pocono and did score his first career pole at the Daytona 500 that year. Matt Kenseth, who was the 2000 Cup Series Rookie of the Year and the 2004 Cup Series Champion. I'm sorry, 2003 Cup Series Champion. I was getting my years mixed up there. He was the last champion under the Winston banner, and also the last champion to be a full season champion and not have a playoff or a chase format. Brad Keselowski, driver for Roger Penske, of course. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brandon Jones. Gray border Kyle Larson. Do you have that one, Danny? If not, let me know. I'll set it aside for you. And a Classics Rusty Wallace. Here is our last pack. This will be our hit pack. Hopefully something good. Let's see here if there is a thick card there. So we'll shuffle it to the back. I do feel a relic. Don't know if it's tire or otherwise, but we do have a Ty Dillon silver border. Flip out one. Oh, there we go. Hailie Deegan next in line. Last box, last pack mojo. So there we go. That's very nice. Very nice. That one will get sleeved up here in a minute. Then we have Darrell Waltrip and an 86 Donruss Throwback. Carl Edwards, 86 Donruss Throwback. Happy name variation for Kevin Harvick. 86 Throwback variation for Chase Elliott. Then we have Terry Labonte. And then we're going to flip this over and see who our last card is. Ooh, it's numbered. And it is Kurt Busch. Very nice. And it is a red, numbered 26 out of 225. I think that may be uniform. Yeah, that is a uniform card. So that's a really nice Kurt Busch insert there. So that last pack really was pretty nice there. So we have our foil, our Optic Red Wave pack. So hopefully we'll get something good out of this. We will see. So we have Kyle Busch. That's not too bad starting out. Retro rated rookie Dale Jarrett, very nice. Really like that one. Of course, his Cup rookie season was 1987, driving for Eric Friedlander. And our final pack is Brad Keselowski. So a triple championship Optic Red Wave pack, 1 Hall of Famer, 2 future Hall of Famers. So that was very, very nice. Let's go ahead and review our big hit, which is the, well, maybe according to most people, but probably not Danny, not be our big hit, right? Got this nice Kurt Busch, numbered 26 out of 225. Then, of course, there it is. There's that Hailie. We've been looking for that one for a while, so I'll get that one sleeved up. Then we had the Rusty Wallace, the David Reagan Optic Gray version, 86 throwback, Contenders Ticket Kyle Busch, Top Tier Chase Elliott, Originals Ryan Blaney, and then a Classics of Jimmy Johnson. So this box was probably, in my opinion, the best one out of the bunch. Yeah, we did get a couple more autographs in some of the other boxes, but still, I think that the Kurt Busch numbered relic and the Hailie Deegan next in line card really, really made things happen in this box. So I'm very, very happy. Just kind of fun that we saved that box for the last out of this run. I'll have more boxes hopefully delivered tomorrow. So we'll get to start with some new series of boxes. Maybe we'll do a couple of wrestling fat packs. We'll just wait and see how we're feeling tomorrow and what we want to do. But I do appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions. So let's keep all that moving up. Other than that, I appreciate everything everybody's doing for the channel to help it grow and get the word out there. So once again, we will be back tomorrow to open some different packs. I appreciate everybody hanging in there, and glad we had some really good stuff in this last box. So once again, thanks to everybody, and we will see you again tomorrow.